Hi, my name is Stefania. I am a yoga studio owner and a yoga teacher, and my rating for 5 stars is a 1 out of 5. I was using a client retention program called Perkville, which is email based, and it links with MindBody Online, which is the business software that I subscribe to for my yoga studio. I like the fact that the data from MindBody Online automatically went into Perkville, but Perkville did not have a cell phone or text messaging component to it. It was less expensive than 5 stars, but I thought that the cell phone piece would be helpful since I liked having it. I chose 5 stars because I have been a 5 stars customer for 2 other businesses that I shop at. I like how they send the text messaging marketing. I like how the app lets you track how far you are from your next reward, and it gives you a little breakdown of what other rewards you could earn if you saved your points further. They give special promotions to people who are on 5 stars, special offer for you, and then that gets sent to your phone. So I think in terms of the frequency of attending the store or purchasing things at the store, that program was very effective for me as a consumer, and I wanted to try it on the business side at my yoga business to see if it would have the same effect on my yoga clients coming in more frequently. I also liked how it had the tablet out front. When they come in, they log in their phone number. I mean, you could do it on your end if you had to too, but I like that interaction piece. It sparks a conversation, and I also like the colors of the product. It had purple in it, which is a very regal color and very bold. Integrating the software in terms of the information that I had from MindBody Online was challenging because I went from an email marketing program and an email client retention program to a mobile one. So I hired someone, frankly, because I didn't have the time. First, we took the list of emails in an Excel document, and then I hired someone to go and find the cell phone numbers, if they had one stored, for the people that were in the database with an email for the other reward program that I was using. So that alone took a couple weeks to do. That person had another job and was doing this in addition, so the time span was a little longer. And then when we did have everything ready and we did send it over, it didn't integrate in a timely manner, and no one relayed that to me. So it was very challenging for me to contact someone and see why that wasn't happening and when it would happen. So the onboard process alone took almost a month, and I actually got 2 months free from 5 stars in addition to the introductory offer of whatever I paid when I signed up, because of that whole issue and how long it took and how difficult it was for everything. My recommendation for people considering purchasing 5 stars is to really weigh the options. The first piece is, like many businesses, they make you sign a 1-year contract. So if you're unhappy with the product, you have to still pay for the product for the full year. The model that I got, or tier level, whatever you want to call it, was $250 a month. I did get out of my contract early, but I am very persistent, and I had a lot of evidence as to why it wasn't working for me to continue paying $250 a month. And it did end, I want to say, about 5 months in. I probably used the product for 2 and then argued my way out for the last 3. The other thing is, for the cell phone usage, the marketing program that I had and the client retention program that I had was email based. And I thought, it's probably my fault, but I wanted to have the text messaging one because I found that easy to use. My client base that was in the rewards program that I had was older. So email is the main tech thing. Some of them don't even own a cell phone. Some do, but I think I lost a piece of that portion of my client base to enter into the reward program because they didn't want to do the text messaging feature. If you have a more younger generation group or tech savvy group, necessarily age-wise, and you know that, really have that data at hand before you make the decision. So the financial component is important, obviously, just as a business owner. And then the other component is, do you think that the lack of the email piece, there is an email piece to 5 stars, but day to day, it's more along the lines of the cell phone number. And that's the more common thing that people associate with that. So those would be my 2 main things of advice. And then the other thing is, for the tablet. Just make sure that it was fine for me. But if you have a small counter space, some yoga studios, for instance, are very little. The reception area might just have a place for you to hold your shoes, and that's it. So do you have room to have all the other things for logging in and that? You may not. So other than that, if you want to, great, but I don't think it worked for me and for my business.